about 5, 6 years ago or so that I met with you. And what happened is I knew that I had an important presentation coming up. And I looked at my wardrobe and I went, this is just not working. I need some help. And actually before I came to you, I had looked for some help elsewhere. And I had someone come to my home and do a wardrobe audit and help me buy a few things, but it still just didn't work. It just was not right. And I had this presentation coming up and I asked my PA, I said, I desperately need you to find someone to help me. Just go do it. Find whoever. And she found you.
I remember the day of the phone call. I remember the phone call well, actually.
And I was impressed with what I saw because I thought, oh, okay, you clearly know what you're doing. And so you helped me get a couple of outfits, pretty well right away. And the journey with you has been amazing from that perspective, helping me put together clothes. And because I was so busy, I was traveling like every second week to Sydney from Melbourne. So I was away a lot. I was doing international travel as well. So I barely had time to scratch myself, literally. And it was like I really needed that help to pull together my wardrobe so that I could have easy for packing, travel. It had to be, maybe a weekend away. So I had to have a variety of things for different types of situations, but not a lot of bulk. So that was really important to me as well. And to be able to end up just pulling together a small pack of clothes and know that they'd mix and match and that you'd look great was just a lifesaver.
Are there any other strategies that you would have called on to be able to really project yourself, as being the leader that you were then?
Well, the presentations were a core to my credibility and a core to the men respecting me. I did find that once my wardrobe was starting to improve, the respect did rise, and they would start to come to me at the events and start to actually engage and look for my help. And I was also consulting with them throughout the year in between as well. But it's certainly the voice, the clothing, helped lift my authority. And the other thing that was a challenge for me in presenting is that the guy that I was working with is extremely tall and large. And so I'm quite a short, petite woman and like almost half his size. So on stage, when I was on stage, I had to make sure I stood away from him so that the height was not too exaggerated and he wasn't too overpowering. So there was a lot of little things like that that I had to be aware of and consider when presenting as well. And I had to probably project myself even further than maybe most because I had this imposing large character beside me. It was almost, I wouldn't say competing, but in a way it was competing, if that makes sense.